So some of what I just played was based off of some variations that I came up with after a student of mine by the name of Marc Collier sent me some variations of things he was doing on a Steve Gadd groove that Gadd played on the Chick Corea album Leprechaun to the tune Lenore. So Marc sent me some of what he was doing, and he sent me a video, and he had some very creative variations on this original Gadd groove, and he wanted me to help him come up with some ways to make it feel better. So the natural tendency for a lot of players when they're playing linear stuff, especially when it's challenging, is to push it a little bit and play on top and maybe play it a little straight, and then the feel gets compromised a little bit. So my idea was to tell Marc to try practicing some of this stuff to Hey Pocky Way, because it's a little bit slower, it's in between straight and swing, and it really makes you have to think about sitting in the pocket when you're playing some of this stuff. What made me think to suggest Hey Pocky Way is because the accent structure or the rhythmic structure of this groove also lines up with some of the accents of Hey Pocky Way. So in Lenore, you got ga, a do ga, a do ga, a boom boom ba, and in Hey Pocky Way, you got shack ga, ba back ga. So locking into that boom ba, and thinking about that woman with the big hips swinging those hips around and not allowing that note, that boom ba, a boom ba, not allowing that note to rush. Playing to Hey Pocky Way will help you internalize that phrasing and internalize the concept of laying into that note with some weight and not letting that note rush. So I started shedding some of Marc's ideas to Hey Pocky Way, and then I came up with a whole bunch of ideas that I really started to dig on my own. So now I'm going to slow this down a little bit and play it with more of a feel that's in between straight and swing, and I'm going to show you some of Marc's variations that inspired me to come up with some of my own variations. With these next few, I'm going to change up the sticking so that now the left hand plays the accent on the snare, and I'm also going to get to where the cowbell and the hi-hat are playing some notes together. This is again throwing in that Swiss triplet concept. Now with this next one, I'm going to flesh this out by adding the Mambo bass drum pattern. This next one is one of my favorites and one that I've found myself playing a lot recently. What I really dig about this one is the implied 3-2 rumba clave. You can hear that if you listen closely in the hi-hat pattern. I also dig the cowbell pattern that's going on and the sissy strut accents that we were talking about, as well as the implied conga timbal on the toms. So don't be afraid to experiment with some of these ideas, come up with your own variations and your own ideas, and do this with everything that you start to learn. Apply it to different musical situations that might not have been the original intent, but you reapply some of these ideas into different musical contexts, and you'll be really surprised what you might come up with. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button as well as the notification bell so you can be notified when I post future lessons and videos here on my YouTube channel. I would love to have you come check out StantonMooreDrumAcademy.com. I have over 20 hours of video lessons there, as well as over 300 pages of written lessons as well. I would love to have you join and become part of the SMDA community. Thank you all for checking us out. See you down the line.